Welcome, people. Mother Maine Homesteader here. Today is Saturday, July 25th, 2020, and the weather today in Northern Maine is beautiful. Bright, clear, and really warm. Alright, so today's video is going to be just a regular short video. It's going to be a haul. I went to Martin's today to find some items that I desperately needed for the vegetables inside the greenhouse. I would have gotten these items normally on curbside if they had them. I checked Walmart and Tractor Supply, and neither one of the stores had what I needed. So I had to go to Martin's. I went there early today, this morning, after I delivered a pup to a client around 10 o'clock in the morning. And of course I was wearing my mask and my goggles and stuff, and I just went inside Martin's. There was only like maybe 3 or 4 people, and I just breezed right through to get what I needed, and I got out of there. So what did I need to go find that I had to go into the store for? Well, I needed more stakes for the tomato plants, the broccoli plants, and the Brussels sprouts. I ran out of stakes, and these plants are overgrowing. I mean, if I didn't keep up with the pruning of these tomato plants, they would be unmanageable. So I don't have any stakes to help, keep them propped up and give them support. So I needed to desperately find some stakes. And as you know, during the late part of the season, when the growing season, things like stakes and support and brackets and stuff like that are not easy to find because everybody scooped them up, and now you just got to, scurry around and look for things that you can use. So I got sick of going in the woods trying to find sticks, so that's what I did. I went to Martin's. So anyways, Martin's, like I said, is a discount store. It's almost like an Ocean State job lot. It's like they buy truckloads of inventory from other stores that either went under, foreclosed, or they had damage to their warehouses. And what Martin's does is they just buy their inventory at a discount price, and they resell it in their store for lower than what they go for. So the first item on the list, this is my garden and homestead haul. Okay, so we'll start with the garden on the list first. First thing I desperately needed was pruning shears. I do have a pair of pruning shears currently, but they're garbage. They don't work, and I was sick of not being able to prune my vegetables properly. So I was on Amazon last night looking for pruning shears, and I was like, wait a minute, probably gonna go to Martin's in the morning time. I know they got them there, so let's just wait and see if I can get them cheaper for what they are on Amazon. So I tested out a bunch of them. I opened up the packages and I was working them in my hand to see which one I liked the best, and I found one that I liked the best. It's called the Precision Bypass Pruner by Centurion, I guess that's how you say it. And here they are. Okay, I paid $6.99 for these. Okay, these, of all of them that they had on the shelf there, these are the ones that I like the best. And they feel real good in the palm of my hand. One of the things that I do like about these is how I'm able to unlock it and lock it easily. The pruning shears that I got inside the greenhouse, they're all metal, and the locking mechanism is over here on the bottom, and you can't just push it down with your pinky or your finger because they're so tight on there that you actually have to use 2 hands to unlock it and before you use. But I like, in this little knob right here, you push it up and it opens wider, and then you push it this way and it doesn't open as wide. Okay, so that's like for big diameter type of pruning that you need to do, like for instance the zucchini and things like that have like the thick I don't know, stalks, I guess you would call them, that you have to prune out. So that's my first product that I got. Can't wait to use these on my tomato plants. They desperately need some more pruning. I do have another pair of shears, but they're more for like cutting like little tiny leaves and stuff like that, more for like grooming, I guess you could say, manicuring, I guess you could call it, your plants. So I got that. Okay, so that's something that's going to be used ASAP in the greenhouse on the tomatoes. Next thing I got that I needed badly was plant stakes. Okay, I found these plant stakes at Martin's, a pack of 25 bamboo stakes for only $4.99. They're all bamboo. Okay, There they are. They are 2 feet long and they are 25. These are good for all types of vegetables like beans, tomatoes. They're good for roses, chrysanthemums, daffodils, whatever you need to prop up and support. These are what you're going to use. I'm also going to use these stakes as well for the tomato plants that are growing on the porch, because they are starting to need some support as well. And they just I just needed these desperately. These probably won't do so well on the tomatoes inside the greenhouse because the tomatoes are so big. I need bigger stakes for them. So I'll probably use these on the Brussels sprouts and the broccoli plants because they don't grow as tall as the tomato plants. So good find. This is exactly what I was looking for, but I was also looking for the longer ones, the taller ones for the tomatoes, and luckily I found them. But anyways, 25 bamboo garden stakes for $4.99, package of 25. Okay, so that's that one. And I was able to find the stakes that I really wanted right here. Okay, these are 6 feet bamboo stakes, and this is exactly what I needed because those tomato plants are so tall that I'm going to have to start cutting the tops of them to stop their growth, to stun them from growing any taller, because if they grow any taller, they're going to hit the top of the greenhouse. So I desperately needed these. This is a package of 6, comes in this pack, and it was only $1.99. That was a good buy. I bought 2 packages of these, and these are going to be used ASAP in the greenhouse on the tomato plants. And as soon as they're all groomed up and everything, I'm going to use these. Now, another thing that I desperately needed that I didn't think I was even going to find, and I actually forgot to look for it when I was in there, but I seen it on the shelf when I was looking for the pruning shears, was the jute twine, and I found it. I found some jute twine, and this was the only one on the shelf, so I grabbed it. Only $1.29. It says here that the regular price is $2.59. So that was a good score as well. And like I said, I knew I needed some of this, but at the time when I was looking for the garden shears, I didn't even think about it. I totally slipped my mind that I needed to look for this, and it was just right there in front of me, and I grabbed it, and it was the last one. So you get 140 feet of this. It's a natural jute garden twine, and it's, like I said, good for tomatoes. What you do is you snip a piece off, you tie your tomato plants to your garden stakes, and that will help support the plants. Okay, so we got this. Right now I'm using bread twisty ties, and I had to remove all of them because they were digging into the plant stalks, so that wasn't good for them. So that's that, and so that's the garden haul. So we got the bamboo stakes, both 6 feet and 2 feet, for the tomatoes, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, and also the tomatoes here on the porch. And that was a good find. So, and then what I found for the homestead. First, what I found for the homestead. Now I work real hard to keep my lawn nice, green, lush, and thick, right? And I don't like weeds. I can't stand weeds. I think weeds are dirty, and you just feel dirty if you have a lawn full of weeds. They harbor bugs and insects and everything else, and they're just nasty to me. They're nasty. Big time turn off. I don't like weeds. I know that weeds, some certain weeds that you can find in your garden, do have medicinal properties and qualities to them that you can use and harvest, but I don't care for it at all. And maybe sometime in the future I will, eventually look to harvesting some foliage from the weeds that are in the garden. Alright, so what I needed to do is get something to patch up the grass in the yard, because I got chickens and they're always scratching, and if I lay down seed, it's just a hassle, because I did that earlier this year. I laid down the grass seed, and I had to cover it with a thick layer of hay, and then I also had to use some chicken wire fencing, and as well as the chain link fence that I took apart earlier this year from that dog kennel. I actually used that and put it on the planted grass seed that I had over there, so the chickens wouldn't scratch at the hay to reveal the seed, to peck at the seed and eat the seed. So I needed something, and I just seen this on the shelf. I didn't go there looking for it, but since I seen it on the shelf, I grabbed it off the shelf, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. And it's not because it says I've seen on TV either. It's just because of the formula, and it's called Hydro Mousse Liquid Lawn. Okay, so inside this container is a bag of grass seed and a mousse type of additive that you're going to add that mixes with the water and forms like a foam that the grass seed gets mixed into, so nothing can peck at it and it sticks to the ground and it doesn't move, it doesn't blow away or anything like that. And I needed it because I got a lot of spots on the lawn that I want to patch up that I know I'm not going to want to go and, go through the hassle of putting down grass seed like I did early in their season. So that's this right here. It says that it's for dog spots, high traffic areas, and shaded areas. And you just basically spray it on. As you can see there, you spray it on, it turns green, and you just let it sit and wait for it to grow. After the grass gets 3 inches high, you can stop mowing it. And I'm really excited to try this out. And if you're doing it for seeding on new lawn, it says you get 100 square feet. And if you're just doing patches, you get 200 square feet. And what I'm doing is patching. And what you do to use this is you prepare your area, like raking up the debris and everything. Then you loosen up the topsoil and you put your stuff down. Very simple directions in it. You attach your hose to it and everything gets squirted out. So I got that. And that's for the Homestead outside. And some little trinkets that I got for the garden is these artisan garden decor mini wind spinners. Okay, I am a big fan of wind spinners. Oh, by the way, that this solution right here was only $6.99. Normally $19.99 if you was to buy it normally, but Martin's price was $6.99. Anyways, garden wind spinners. Okay, these I'm actually gonna lay these out on the banister on the porch. As a backdrop for the tomatoes. I love wind spinners. Anything wind spinning, chimes, anything like that, I like around the yard. I think they're very relaxing and peaceful to watch. And if you've seen shots of the yard and everything, you can see the wind spinners in my yard. You see I'm a big fan of them. And if you hear me on the videos, you can hear the chimes as well in the background. So you get 3 wind spinners of different designs. They just clamp onto the banister. And this was normally $19.99, the Martin's price. $9.99. So good buy, good find, and I can't wait to open this up and put them all together and put them on my banister. Another thing that I got for inside the homestead, the house, my casa, is these really nice mason jar salt and pepper shakers. You see that? And these were only $1.79 a piece. Country style salt and pepper shakers. Salt and pepper shakers right there, $1.79, normally $2.99. There's the price right there. Proof is in the pudding. And I can't wait to fill those up and put those in the house as well. And finally, for the last thing I got for inside the greenhouse is a set of glass storage jars, and you get a pack of 12. Okay, and these were actually normally priced for $19.99 with 50% off the sticker price. Okay, so I ended up only paying $10 for these, a little bit lower than, like, I think it was $9.50 I paid for them. And these jars right here I'm going to use for my spices. I desperately need some spice jars to free up some space in my cabinets. And what I like about these is that you can stack them on top of each other. Like so, you can stack them on top of each other like this, and you saving space in my cabinet because I don't have a lot of space in my kitchen area. So whenever I can try and free up space to utilize, the space that I do have, I'm gonna do that. So really excited that I found these. I was debating whether or not to get these because they were $10, and but I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna find this price. I'm not gonna find something like this again. I've actually was looking at things like this on Amazon a couple weeks ago for my spices because I need something to put my spices in. And as you can see, I put some parsley in this one right here, and I'm just gonna write over there with the permanent marker parsley on the top. And this is what I'm gonna use these jars for. Really nice jars. I'm really glad I found these, and like I said, I was hesitant on getting them, but in the end I'm glad I did. And it looks like this is from Nelium. They're probably on Amazon as well. Maybe I can find a link and I'll put it in the description below. But you're definitely not going to get these for $9.50. But you probably end up paying whatever they are going for on Amazon. But here is the package again. Okay, Nelium. They're called Nelium, and they're glass storage jars, pack of 12, and they're hexagon shaped jars, and it says 24 chalk sticker labels. I didn't see any of those in there, so that's probably why they were 50% off, because somebody scuffed up the chalk sticker labels. That's okay, because you know what, now that it said that, I'm actually gonna go look on Amazon for some chalk sticker labels, or maybe even yeah, I'll probably do, and a chalk pen it comes with too. Well, none of that was in here, so that's a bummer. So anyway, that doesn't matter. I got it still 50% off, and I can either write on the top of the lid with magic marker, not magic marker, with permanent marker, or I can get those chalk label stickers and just use a chalk pen. Either way, it was a good find, and I'm really happy about it. So out of everything in this haul, what was my most favorite find? Well, I think it's going to have to be the bamboo stakes, because I really, really needed those. And my second favorite is going to be the pruning shears. I really love these. I actually just used them before making this video on the tomato plants on the porch. Needed to do a little pruning on those. So let's do a recap before I end the video. So what did I find on my garden haul today? I found 2 packages of 6-foot long bamboo stakes for the tomato plants. I found a package of 25 bamboo stakes for the broccoli and the Brussels sprout plants, and probably the pepper plants as well. I found a roll of jute twine for tying the tomato plants to the stakes. I got a new pair of pruning shears. I got, and that's for the garden area. And for the homestead, we got the grass spot repair sprayer thingy, some salt and pepper shakers made out of mason jars that have a little handle, okay, and my 12-pack of storage glass jars. So that was a good find today. Oh, and don't forget the wind spinners, my mini wind spinners. I love wind spinners. I just love wind spinners. Every year I have to have a new wind spinner, or not have to, but I would like to get a new wind spinner for the yard just to add to the collection, because they don't last. The metal ones do last, but I usually end up finding like the fabric wind spinners, and they only last a season. Sometimes I can get 2 seasons out of them, but because of that, I'm always on the prowl for new wind spinners. So that was my video today. Mother Maine Homesteader here. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, and if you liked this video or any of the products in this video, go ahead and like the video for me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, do so now. And I don't know if it's there or not, but I don't know how established you got to be for a YouTube channel. But if there is a bell icon, click on that icon, and that will let you know. That will notify you whenever I upload something new. So stay safe, everyone. If you're gonna go shopping like I did, make sure you always wear your goggles, mask, and gloves. Thankfully, you know, stores are pretty much trying to enforce people wearing masks. We are coming very, very close to a total economic meltdown. So now is the time to keep trying to prepare your homestead and, you know, get things that you're going to need to help enable your family to survive what's coming, and to help take care of your family for what's coming. If you've been keeping track of the gold and silver prices, that would give you a good indicator of how the economy's health is. Silver is either almost $23. Last time I checked was Friday, so it was almost $23 on Friday for an ounce of silver, and an ounce of gold was almost at $1,900. Actually, I think it already did go to like 1907, and then went back down a little, pulled back a little bit, and I don't know if it actually went back to 19, but the last time I checked it was like 1893 or something like that. So that's a good indicator of the health of your economy and how strong the dollar is. When you have a weak dollar, the prices of gold and silver will go up, and when you have a strong dollar, the prices of gold and silver will stay down. So that is my video. That's what I got for you today, and I will do another video when I'm actually I'm not sure if I want to do the video with me putting the stakes up, or just shoot the video with me. I'll just do a before and after. How about that? I'll do a before and after video of the plants before they were all propped up and supported with the new stakes and newly pruned, and before they get done, and then an after of what they look like when they're all propped up and pruned and everything. And I'll also be sure to show you how everything's doing on the porch with the tomatoes on the porch and the herb garden that's on the porch as well. Okay, well that's it. It's been about 19 minutes, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Peace out. Take care of one another. Trust and have faith in God, and I promise everything will be okay. Peace out.